Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Jenny and this is Creating Crafts with Jenny. And today I went back into my paint studio. And I did a paint pour. I know it's been a while. I just did the down below. And I really don't. I'm not a big fan of videos where they just show just the hands and that's it. You know, it's like they just show hands and like, hello everybody, you know. They just drive me bonkers. But anyway, the talking hands. So anyway, but I will show over here the cameras of me doing the paint pour. I will show a picture of how it turned out. I took snapshots of it when it was done, and then I did the Smartest App I Know pictures when it was done, and I used their fake furniture. I love that app. They're always making it better and better and better and better. So yes. So yeah, I did a paint pour. I used like a rose gold and a royal blue. So I used two colors. So here's the controversy. A lot of people say it's two colors, but it really is three colors because the base color was white. So I don't know. Some people say they'll come on and say I'm going to use two colors, but then they'll use a third color as a base color, but yet they'll still say it's two colors. I know. So it's really three colors. So we'll say three colors. We'll say three colors. So it's white, like rose gold, and royal blue. So I will run some footage. So here you go. All right. So I hope you enjoyed watching that paint pour. I didn't do a whole lot of talking. I was just kind of in the moment of doing the paint pour. And yeah, so I used a water bottle. I cut the water bottle, the bottom part of the water bottle. And the cool thing about doing the bottom of a water bottle, unless you're just wanting to get it just like a cut that is perfect, you know, like you do a razor cut or like a laser cut. You know, I just did it with a pair of scissors and it's uneven. And that's the cool part about cutting the bottom of the water bottle is it's uneven. So when the paint comes down, it comes down uneven. It's not like the silicone, those silicone things that you can buy that they're made like on a 3D thing where everything's even. The cool thing about the water bottle is it's cut, it's uneven, so the paint comes down and it's not a perfect flow. So the flow is kind of uneven. So I think that it's cooler or more, you're going to get a different look than if it's just a perfect flow down the sides of your object that you're pouring over. So you'll see that, and I think I might have, I don't know if I mentioned that or kind of showed that it was uneven, that sort of thing. I may have. And the cool thing about doing water bottles is, depending on who the company is, water bottles are all, the bottoms are different. Some are square, some are straight, some are, you know, like the round. If they're a square bottle, if you cut the square water bottle, they're different, you know, that sort of thing. So they'll all be different. So the options or the creativity of using water bottles to do paint pours, I did a video on this eons ago, are just absolutely, they're just endless. I mean, whether you're pouring from them, because you can pour fast, you can pour slow, you can pour close to your painting, you can pour far away, and you know, you can dribble, you know, that sort of thing. It's just mind-boggling how different the paint pour can be using just a simple water bottle from different companies that have different kinds of water bottles. And I'm looking around, it's like, I've got one here. But it's got a little bit of water in it, so I'm not going to do much with it. Because these are, the crevices in the bottom of the water bottles are all different depending on the company who manufactured the water bottles, because the crevices are different. Whereas if you get one that's, oh here, I've got another one here. Whereas, I should, lid's tight so I don't pour over. This one is square. So see, if you pour over that, it's going to be different than when it comes out. It's going to be different when you pour over that because of those weird little crevices that as you pour over it, it's going to be in there and then it's going to dribble out, that sort of thing. So they're just different. And each of those would pour differently. They would not pour the same. And that's makes paint pouring onto something more interesting. It is when you pour over something and it has crevices or it has dips and concave or caved or whatever, the paint has to go somewhere, but it will flow differently as it comes down, like sort of like a volcano. It's going to flow differently depending on what it has to go over and around and that sort of thing. So there's that. So yes, I am back doing paint pours. So yes, I have. I'm hoping to do some in the future. I don't know. Well, I don't have a schedule of of what I'm going to be doing, or, you know, paint palettes or anything like that yet. I just kind of went in there and I kind of reorganized some things and did a paint pour. That's as far as I went. What the future holds, I don't know. But hopefully we'll be doing some more paint pours here in the future. So be watching for them. And I will be turning the cameras on. And it was ironic that the gremlins had not gotten in there and did some weird things to my cameras, because that happens. I go in there and it's like nothing has been in there and the cameras are all messed up, and they were not today. Turn the cameras on and poof, away they went. So yeah, I know, I was lucky. So yeah, I didn't have to call my husband to help me figure out what is wrong with these cameras. So I've learned so much from him. All right. Okay, so enough about that. So I hope you enjoyed the paint pour. I know, paint pours are back on the agendas. So yeah, I'll be watching for those. So I don't know, like I said, I don't know what my schedule's going to be for those. So, all right. So I'm going to get off here and spend some time with the family tonight. And what do I always tell you guys? Go out there. Be absolutely awesome. Do your thing, and I'll see you in my next video. Talk to you soon. Bye.